Hello students, in this demo I will be showing you a few production techniques and shortcuts to the production process of the Competency 2 project. The tools that I will demonstrate are the rectangle tool, fill and stroke, selection and direct selection, the pen tool, the exclude under Pathfinder, and the clipping mask process. Okay, let's begin by opening up a new Illustrator document. This process was covered on the very first production video. So we'll open up a new document. Again, here you can title it here, but more important things is that I like to make sure that I'm working in inches here. 8.5 by 11 document. Say OK on that. Then, so to start off with the rectangle tool again here. If we come over here to the menu bar on the left, again, if you hover over any of these icons, the name of that tool will appear. So I'm going to click on that and then scroll, bring my cursor over here to the document. And I can actually draw out a shape or a rectangle or square here. And if I hold down the Shift key, remember, that'll keep it all in square proportions. Like so, and that's that's where we want to start out with just squares, right? So let's say we want a square. We could do that. Hold down Shift. It'll give us a nice clean square there. But you can also let me delete that. You can also just double click on or just click on that on the document, and the dialog box will come up. And you can build the square whatever size you want to work with. For this exercise, let's just say we want to go with the 2-inch by 2-inch. All right. Okay, and say OK. And there again, it makes a square for you. Now over here on the left is the fill and stroke tools. So here, if I scroll over this top square here, little icon here, you can see the fill name come up, and then the one on the bottom would be the stroke, right? Again, it's just the outline of the shape that you're working in. So whenever you want to work on either one, you can either click on it to bring it forward, or either you can toggle back and forth with this little toggle switch here. But this is what we want. We don't want necessarily a stroke, a white stroke on this one here. So we're going to hit the no fill, and then I wanted to show you how to an efficient way to duplicate things. Anytime that you're creating something in Illustrator, what you want to do is cut down on the production time. So you've created one square. You want to select it, drag it over, and then hit Option. You can see that little icon change, the little cursor, little icon come up underneath it, and then release, and you got another square. Now you can, and we're working with 4 squares on this first assignment, right? So you can take those, select both of those, drag them down, and then hit Option again, and now you've got your 4 squares that you can work with, right? So again here, we're working with these squares, and you're going to be able to manipulate these any way that you want, as long as you can crop them, frame them out if you want to, as long as they maintain some sort of recognition that they originated from a square. But let's say you wanted to overlap these 2 squares here, and you wanted this area that's highlighted here in blue. You see this little box in here, this little area in here, you want that to be white. So you would select both shapes, right? And then you'd come up here to Window, Pathfinder, right? And then I'm going to drag this out of over to one side. And then on Pathfinder, you've got all these different options in how you can affect these 2 images that you've selected. But we're going to go to this one for right now. That's called the Exclude tool. And if you click on that, you'll notice that this area now has turned white. It's a negative space within the overlapping areas. But the only problem is if you come over here now, we select the Direct tool, and you take that and you drag it, it's like it was actually just cut out. I mean, it doesn't move. It doesn't allow you to make any changes on that. So what I like to do is I'll go back, Command Z to get back there, is when I go to exclude, I'll hold down the Option key, right? Holding down the Option key, then I hit exclude. Now watch what happens when I come in here and I select this square. See the negative space? It's allowing me to make adjustments and reposition this, and that negative space is going to change in any position that I place it. Okay, I prefer that because it gives me that option of going back and reworking my composition. So that's the selection and direct selection and using some of the pen tool. But let's go to the direct select. Let's say we've got this shape here and I want to skew it a little bit. So I'm going to go up here and make sure that I'm on the direct select tool, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to run that cursor over just one corner, and so that allows me to actually pull that corner any direction that I want. Okay, that's the only corner that that's selected, right? If I want the other, if I want both of those corners to move at the same time, then I would make sure that I select one first and then hold down my Shift key, select the other corner, and now I can pull both of those at the same time. Okay, so that's the direct select tool and how I can manipulate this square here. Then if I once I've let's say, let me create a square here that I can frame everything out with. Again, go to the rectangle tool, click in here, and the finished size that we're working with is 4 by 4. So let's go 4 inches by 4. Let's say OK. Then we're going to come over here again to the stroke and fill. I want to have a I want a no fill, and then on the stroke I want it to be black. Then I'm going to position that over in here, and then I'm going to move these around so that we've got some kind of composition going in here with these. I'm going to reduce this square by grabbing the bottom corner here, holding down my Shift key so it reduces it in proportion. Okay, so I've got my shapes here. But now let's say I want to bleed these or frame these out of my image area, my 4-inch image area, my 4 by 4 box. So what I want to do here is I want to come in, make another box right over that box, right? Hold down my Shift key here, and I got to go back again and make sure that I have a black stroke, no fill, right? And now I want to select everything. I run my cursor over the whole, all of the objects, and then I come over here to Object on the top menu, and then I select Clipping Mask, Make, and wow, that it actually trims off any excess. And so now I've got my finished composition. So you may want to create this 4 by 4 to begin with, and then that way when you're working your shapes, when you're placing your shapes, you know what space you're actually working with, right? But anyway, so that's using the rectangle tool, duplicating the fill and stroke, selection and direct selection tools, the pen tool, the exclude under Pathfinder, and the clipping mask. All right, let's begin our production.